So I guess I might be... Well, no, I'm not the Creation Club guy, but... Yeah, they had an update. Let's see what they added to Skyrim. It's somehow better yet worse than what they had. So the first one, camping. This is basically seems to me like a worse version of what Chesko, it's Chesko, right? What Chesko added with his camping mod that started as part of Frostfall but turned into its own mod, as it is kind of a framework that other mods can also build around. And well, in this one you, if I read it correctly, you create this scenery. Just this entire scenery, it's one thing. So you just place it and you get this sheltery thingy, a fireplace, and a wooden box to sit on. And I mean, it's a good idea. I won't argue against that, but well, you really, if you want this, unless you really want to have a cheaper version of this, well, if you want a way more expensive version of Chesko's camping mod that's way simpler, I guess then you have a reason for getting this, but yeah, I see no reason why you would get this. Chesko's camping mod has more features, is a framework for other mods to build on, it's just better. There's just more in it, and it's free. And apparently it's also coming to Skyrim VR, which is just insane. We are going to have a moddable VR game. That's at the same time really strange, but also really bloody epic. Adventurous backpack. Now, I kind of don't want to be too harsh on the other mods, because they are apparently created by Rob Vogel. And I say Vogel in a strange way because it's the Dutch word for bird. But yeah, apparently these are mods created by mod authors. But it also costs more than €3 for a backpack for multiple variations of what I fear are just... Well, this was also in Frostfall / Chesko's camping mod. That one also had a backpack that had a torch that would appear if you had one, and I think it would also have a water back appear. I don't quite remember the exact details. And an axe would appear on it, because that was a really important part of Frostfall, more of camping. And if you had a tent, I think this exact model would show up. And there were other things that also appeared that I can't remember. I can remember that I'm forgetting things. I'm really logical like that. But yeah, this is also just another... I mean, it looks good. Don't think it quite fits in with the armor and everything, but it looks good. But does it look more than €3 good if you have a free version of this out there? I don't think so. The Shadow Wrens. So you get an enchanted sword or battle axe, don't quite know how that works, and of tremendous power. You need only face the most worthy foe imaginable, yourself. And this one has a quest implemented by Richard Anoctium? I don't remember names. But so apparently this one has a quest to it, And it sounds like it's kind of big, but it's still not... The quest is not shown here. Here there's nothing shown of the quest, just, hey look, you get a fancy axe, or sword, and well over €2 for a fancy axe with maybe a good quest, but it's not clear. A Nyx Hound. It looks interesting. Maybe people who played Morrowind get a huge kick out of this. Apparently it can scour for useful ingredients, which is cool. It's an interesting mechanic. Okay, that's something that I think the Creation Club really needs. I think this might be the best part of this batch of creations. Which is really bloody sad, because, well, it at least has something unique to it. It's a companion that can do something special. That's not new. The one that immediately comes to mind is Orisa the Wandering Rogue. She would just take her leave when in cities and she'll steal stuff for you, which is just fun and cool and stuff. And, well, it looks unique, and apparently it also adds this enemy to Solstheim, but I don't know. I mean, this one is probably the best, which is, I mean, it's not bad, it's just I don't like the design of it. But this one might actually be a step in the right direction. And then Thunder Homestead, which is, well, apparently it's a nice home near Whiterun, because of course. I mean, it's the best place to have a home. All the most popular houses are near Whiterun. I, for instance, in my current Let's Play have the home, the Half-Fire home, above Whiterun. And apparently you get it through a quest. And it's created by Eleonora, who is, if I don't remember horribly incorrectly, is just the person that does the best house mods. But, well, it's a house mod. Is it really worth over €2? I mean, these three might not be that bad, though I still wouldn't spend money on them. These two appear just to me as a ripoff of Chesko's camping mod. And yeah, otherwise it's still the same stuff. Oh look, I can get this one for free. Because I really want that. And, well, it's just not... Is this really what the Creation Club is? Just maybe fun little mods, but nothing really worth addressing? I mean, you won't even get people to review this stuff. I mean, who would really care? Oh look, you can place a little camping site. Well, we already had mods that do that. Oh look, a backpack mod. Well, that was already part of many other mods, so why would people care? Ooh, a fancy blade and axe, which I have no idea if these are new meshes and textures. I mean, they look kinda cool, but... And there might be a quest with them, but is it really going to be worth anybody's attention? Oh look, a new companion. Is anybody going to care? Because we had mods that added tons of companions and we had tons of Malt that added companions with very unique stuff to them. And yeah, it also adds these things to the Solstheim Wilderness, but we had multiple huge mods that added tons of creatures to the world, so is this going to compete? Because you have to pay for this one. And a nice house. Okay, great. It's probably a great house, but it's also just a house. We had tons of house mods. We have tons of house mods. These are, I'm not going to say they are easy to make, but these are probably the mods we have most of. These are probably somewhere in at least the top 5, maybe, at least the top 10 of most uploaded types of mods. It's probably good, but is it really? Is it worth money? Because that's basically the problem with the Creation Club. It's making mods and it's probably making some good mods, but is it creating mods that are worth paying money for? Especially compared to the free mods that we already have. Now, not to give the wrong idea, I like that they do it like this. I like that we have mods, that we just both have mods and the Creation Club. I like that Bethesda doesn't seem to be going after the modding community. They don't seem to try and attack that. Because, well, because they could have done that. This is in direct competition with the Nexus, and they would make more money if they take down the Nexus or don't give us the tools to make mods. And that they don't is a really great thing. And yeah, I really don't want to give them the idea of, hey, we should take down the Nexus because then people will use this more, because I don't think they will. I don't think there are a ton of people who use mods now, but if you completely remove the option to make mods, which you kind of can't, if Bethesda doesn't supply modders with the tools to make mods, they will make them themselves, because for a large part they already do, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I like that they both exist at the same time, but now I really want a reason to use the Creation Club. And so far I'm just seeing mods I have to pay for. I'm not seeing something unique. I'm not seeing a reason to really spend money on this. I mean, it doesn't appear to even match Half-Fire. Half-Fire is I mean, it's a pretty mediocre expansion, but it still adds new stuff to do. And this stuff doesn't. I mean, it adds some new quests, but how much is there of new stuff to do? I mean, well, this is going up against Half-Fire. The Tundra Homestead is, I'm pretty sure, going up directly against Half-Fire. This is one home, Half-Fire is 3 homes. This has 1 interior, I think. I mean, if it doesn't, then, well, they don't display it, but if it has, it appears like it just has 1 interior, while Half-Fire, I mean, the main house has 1 interior, but then you have the 3 wings, which all have 3 options. It's not winning that battle. It doesn't compete with its own expansions. I miss a reason to care about this. I want to care about this, but I don't. And it's not like I don't want to spend more money on Skyrim, but because I do. I'm one of those people that does not have a problem with Skyrim. Not big enough problems, but I can't get myself to care about the Creation Club. Maybe I'll check out the Fallout 4 update as well, because that also had an update, and well, the only thing that's being updated at this point is the Creation Club. And maybe they have something spectacular there, but do you expect them to have something spectacular there, or do you expect them to have just a couple maybe neat stuff and some rip-offs of already existing mods, but nothing really to care about? I mean, let me know. Is stuff in the Creation Club worth it, do you think? Or is it just kind of like many other mods, but you have to pay for these? I mean, you know that these are bug-free. At least, well, you can be sure they are as bug-free as Skyrim. But, yeah, these are official, but would you care? Would you want these things in your game? Because I must say that I kind of don't. I mean, going through all the things, which one would I want to have added to the game? Maybe arcane accessories? Because I don't think the adventure backpack... I mean, would I want these in my game instead of the other stuff? Not really. I don't want these ones in my game because they look stupid. I have no idea how invasive these are. And I don't think these look that great, but... oh, sure, I would take them. Camping. No. I'll take Jesco's camping mod. Survival mode. No, I'll take Frostfall and I Need. Or maybe another one, I haven't decided yet. I mean, the Arcane Archer pack is cool. And I don't know, maybe some of this stuff with quests in it, but I don't know, because I don't know how good the quest is, how long it takes. It's just... creation is obtained through quest. Okay, cool. But how do I know how good that quest is? Is it worth buying this for the quest? I don't know. So yeah, Creation Club. It has new stuff. They're not giving up on that. I'm kind of happy with that. I don't want them to give up on this. I want to make this good. Now I just have to wait for them to make it good. So yeah, there's been Phoenix saying that I'll probably take a look at the Fallout 4 stuff in another video, and saying farewell.